Hi, fire signs. Welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves, okay, fire signs, all right? We're here to manage our emotions so you can identify your intuition to bring in your spiritual health, to flow in the spiritual wealth, okay? But it comes from the essence of love, all right? Loving yourself, loving others, loving beings, loving planet, loving God. It comes with balancing the masculine and feminine energy within yourself so you can co-create with the universe, okay? All right, fire signs, let's get into your reading. Remember, all my readings are timeless, okay? Let it resonate, okay, fire signs, all right? Okay, fire signs. Ooh, fire signs. Maybe you're in the energy, okay, of your Six of Cups. Six of Cups is all about maybe nostalgia. Maybe you're thinking about a gifted person or you're gifted, fire signs, okay? Because remember, fire signs, you're the inspiration, you're the lesson of power from the intuition, okay, fire signs. Maybe fire signs, you're looking at maybe innocence when it comes to reunion of soulmates. Maybe you're in the energy, fire signs, of maybe going into yourself and doing your own self mastery. Maybe you're looking at maybe assisting and maybe a reunion, maybe a fire, so masculine is doing that for you, or maybe look at an investment. Maybe you're analyzing maybe your memories from your past when it comes to financial matters or self mastery. Okay, but you're still a seed, and in yourself, maybe that's your inner self within the soul of the self, working on your self mastery. Maybe you're very determined on how to improve a process when it comes to maybe processing as much to get an end result from loving the work that you're doing. Maybe someone you feel in your energy, your thinking was a little bit lazy around your work. Maybe you need to feel inspired by remembering that you are self mastery fire signs. So maybe you're feeling a little bit uninspired because like showing my friends, it's energy in it, projections. So maybe you're seeking an unattainable perfection from the past with a person, with a friend, or someone familiar. Fire signs, maybe you're looking in the energy, okay, of thinking about a soulmate or friends or family because you're looking at your emotions. It feels like you're in your mind of emotions when it comes to maybe a happy time or sweet and tender actions. Maybe you're loving your work because maybe you're going to more random acts of kindness. Because remember, karma is what you put in, is what you get back out. Maybe you're looking at maybe memories of someone that you know in your past was been a bit controlling. When it comes to your maybe a bitter memory or romanticizing about something at work. Maybe there's a hidden energy in your emotions, and the soul of the self is saying pay attention to your intuition. Because even though you're very tender hearted or very kind with your actions, people around you maybe is kind of like drawn to your energy. Because I can see two mouses in your energy. Maybe you had a relationship, two relationships, they were bunny boilers, trying to do transformations. And now you're a little bit in nostalgia about the past, about past feelings. Maybe someone's carrying some bitter memories. There seems to be a stagnation when it comes to maybe soulmates, or you're looking at two of swords for time to compromise, or you're trying to make a decision. Maybe in your energy fire signs, you're trying to look at something you're not seeing clearly, but use your intuition because maybe you're refusing to acknowledge the truth, or someone in your past feeling was hiding the truth so you couldn't acknowledge the truth because you couldn't see the truth because people in your energy weren't telling the truth. So how can you acknowledge the truth? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to use your intuition, fire signs, okay? Because you're in the Two of Swords. Maybe in a difficult decision to make, because maybe you're facing something that maybe you can't really make a quick decision. You have to use your intuition. At work, maybe be more logical about your work. Maybe Maybe you need a little bit of stillness to the mind and listen to your voice from within. Let the cosmos help you to make a decision, because I can see stumbling blocks. I can see if you use your intuition, okay, someone's not telling you the truth, so you can't really acknowledge the full truth, the full cycle of a truth. Maybe you've got maybe you're doing sewing, knitting something, maybe trying to put something together in the mind to understand, to bring a decision into more logical. Because someone's ignoring a situation for too long, and someone's refusing to make a decision or pretending nothing's really going wrong, is because you're in the energy, your feelings, your memory is probably in the energy of not seeing something clearly because someone's not telling the truth. You know what I mean? This is why you've got to use your intuition, fire signs. You've got the truth within yourself. You can make that logical decision, because it's something that you have to face the decision, or maybe you don't want to face it. But you still the mind. Keep the mind still and listen to your own inner voice, even if the crowd is loud outside of yourself. Because I can see you can do transformations. Because you can go for the fire and still transform your work. Yeah, you're looking at maybe your team was a little bit lazy, entitled, maybe trying to work on a decision. Maybe you got a very good idea in something that gives you pleasure, and it gives you satisfaction, pleasure, satisfaction. Maybe you didn't have any support when it comes to emotional support for your skills, for something that you love. So maybe you're earning a living doing what you love, but you don't really have that emotional support to really affirm that you're really good. But you have to use your intuition, fire signs. Because maybe you're trying to work out something hard, to master something. Or maybe you're around people that don't really care for what you're doing. They just want to pursue a job or a skill for the wrong reasons. This is why you see probably an unnoticed energy with two little rats nibbling on your resources, making things hard to bring maybe a financial decision for a business or idea that's really good. You're very skillful. Maybe you need to look at your team, maybe fire signs. But it seems like you're trying to make a decision, but use your intuition. Back to work again. Back to Eight of Pentacles. So fire signs, you really are mastering and perfecting a skill, because you're learning to do the best thing that you can possibly can. Keep using your intuition, because I can see you're loving the work that you're doing. You might be a little bit stuck about decisions in the past, about your inheritance or generational wealth or a legacy, but you've got the fire in the belly. You've got something working behind you. You just have to use your intuition and you'll find it behind you. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously using your eye, the earthly eye, you're not seeing something because it's keeping you in the past. So use your intuition, because you got something fire. You got something good. Hammer it. Yeah. Walk with intuition, and you can hammer it. You can hammer whatever's behind you. It's like, I can see that picture. You know that meme one. It says the two people in a cave, and they keep on banging for diamonds, and one gives up, but one keeps going. One knock, and it's there. But someone didn't have patience because someone wasn't really feeling maybe your passion for something. So maybe you're looking more at loving your skills. Do you understand? And maybe staying away from people, things, and places that's not really supporting the feelings of your products, maybe. Three of Pentacles. Fire signs, you're maybe looking at the end of your team when it comes to maybe teamwork, collaborations, skills, quality, craftsmen. Are they a craftsman or crafty? Because it seems like you're worried about collaboration. It could be something to do with e-commerce or working with a Queen of Swords. Maybe you're worried about working with the Queen of Swords or collaborating with the Queen of Swords. Maybe the Queen of Swords. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I don't know what's funny. The communication. Maybe look at the communication when it comes to peace or self-expression from this Queen of Swords. Maybe she's a little bit too honest for you. Or maybe look at a strategic manager. Someone you can trust, but you're a little bit sad about the past decision, about how you maybe worked with this Queen of Swords in the past. So now maybe someone's being judgmental, a little bit criticizing. So maybe your throat chakra needs to be opened, Mr. Selective Gob. Your throat chakra, you need to work on your throat chakra. Because fire signs, you can be a very good leader. Because now you look at Queen of Swords. Maybe look at Queen of Swords when it comes to maybe a self-sufficient person, a total honest person. Maybe look at the Queen of Swords as maybe a leader when it comes to maybe knowing their needs and their wants. Maybe look at the Queen of Swords, because even though you might not like what she says, you still kind of like, at least you know, innit? At least you know where you stand. So now maybe looking at more logical thinking when it comes to creating quality, teamwork, order within your workplace. Maybe you like the mind and the truth and the logic thinking of how this person works. Maybe you've learned from her experience in the past, whether it's good or bad decision, options, but use your intuition. Maybe you feel intuitively connected to this person because it looks like, even though there's a heartbreak, there seems to be behind the veils someone feels someone is a soulmate because you got intuition, mystery. Maybe you both see the same thoughts of a mysterious person, a soulmate you briefly met in the past. Maybe 2 months, 2 years, 2 times, 32 years old when you met one of you. Or maybe you saw this person for 3 months, 2 years, 3 months, met 32, Queen of Swords. Maybe you're looking back, thinking about your experience. Maybe you feel maybe this person could be jaded or bitter because of something happened in the past. Maybe you're worried. But maybe you see this person as good and helpful friend, although some may say she lacks emotion. So maybe you're probably trying to find a decision when it comes to common ground to understand. Or maybe you're worried because she come across a little bit lack of emotion. Maybe you feel this person is not flexible if things don't go her way. Maybe allow others to have as they believe is right in the past. But your way is not everybody's way. So maybe someone wants to come to a common ground, a decision, but maybe someone's worried, maybe? Worry. Okay, so someone's probably looking at a connection to the divine or the higher self. But maybe or look at the innocence of someone maybe being innocent or maybe being inexperienced about knowledge, about wisdom, about maybe structure. Maybe you're looking at a situation where you're trying to make a decision about the quality of someone's work, maybe. But I see a connection there. Maybe you want to go forward to this person, fire sign, to help with your burdens. But because of the past, maybe there's a split decision because of someone's options. Fire sign, this seems to be a burden. Maybe with a Sagittarius person. When it comes to maybe being irresponsible or tactless, or maybe you're looking for a lawyer or a priest, or maybe you're looking for a strategic manager. You could be looking at maybe trying to be more direct and outspoken to this Queen of Swords. Because the Queen of Swords maybe going behind her back and you're thinking whether she'll appreciate you coming over. I don't know. Maybe look at maybe someone foreseeing a decision to work on being direct to a Queen of Swords. Even though you have a burden, you can take all your wisdom, because fire signs is about the creativity. Use your creative side, because even though you feel you've got a heavy burden on your back, you still feel daring to go up an upheaval, because there's nothing in your way. All you got to do is use your intuition, and then you'll see as you walk forward in truth and love, you start walking harmony, and the soul of the self will bring in the balance. Because now you're working with the heart chakra, and you're bringing in help with your burdens by maybe finishing off your task, or you're seeing the light at the end of a tunnel. Because even though you see burdens, it's not always bad. There you go. I was going to say it's not always bad because it comes to an end, because all 10 is on your back. It's like you've learned something creative, like you've mastered some form of creativity. And even though it feels like a burden, there's still a light at the end of the tunnel, because the light is there and it gets more lighter. Do you understand? So now maybe fire signs, you feel like you found your strength to finish what you started, but don't stop too soon. And I think that's what the advice you need. Yeah, don't stop too soon. Ending, transformation. Maybe you're transforming something creative, a creative idea, and it's got some real good quality. I can see that fire in the belly. You could be molding something. Some of you could be into steel work or mining. You could be into mining. You could be mining gold. Ooh, you could have been seeing some good, real quality gold, untouched gold, because that's where the money is, when it's raw. Especially when it comes to certain foreign policies and regulations. Everything comes with a price, isn't it? Trading, tariffs, every single it has its own trading system, and the rawer the better. Or maybe you're molding or making a ring for something, or gold with rubies. Maybe you're getting engaged, fire signs. Or maybe you've got a good idea about gold. It's going to be good quality. You're nearly there. It's nearly finished. You've got to end the light of the tunnel. Something's coming to an end. You're transforming quality skills with your intuition by using maybe logic The veil's been opened, the truth's been opened, the needs and the wants, the qualities. Maybe you're looking at a past life situation when it comes to being the emperor. Maybe looking at being the alchemist because you're focused on your creativity and you're turning it into your vision. Yes, it might be a burden. Yes, it might be. But it's turning into your vision, the reality. It's turning into action. Because now you've got the alchemist. You got the alchemist. The alchemist is the creation from what's above is below. Alchemist is like a chemist person. That's where they got the energy from the earth's earthly idea. Chemist, chemistry, alchemist is what you can make from above is below, from nothing to something. So keep going, fire sign. Just keep using your intuition because you're looking at maybe being more disciplined and more responsible. Maybe you're looking into something, okay? And maybe you're really happy because you got the power with you got the power within you. It's your throat chakra. Maybe you need to accomplish something, a wish. You got a wish coming. Hold on, fire signs. I've got a distraction. Distraction. Hold on. Distraction. Maybe you want to knock someone's door or open a door, a pathway. Because I can see more discipline, more responsibilities. You have the power within you, as I said, to accomplish whatever you wish through your intuition when you make decisions. When it comes to the quality of your team or collaboration. Maybe looking at power and authority, but you have the necessary tools, fire signs, at your disposal within you. So maybe you're focused on the will and maybe you're focused on your skills, but be careful of manipulation. Maybe that's when your mind from the past collaboration with a decision you made, maybe with a Virgo person or maybe a Scorpio, Cancer person. Because now maybe you're looking at the manipulation, the power, that maybe power can blind you to what you maybe close your throat to. Maybe you kept a lot of things in your mind and you didn't really speak out because maybe you thought of the negative stereotype. Maybe you thought you'd be judged, or maybe you was around swindlers. Use your intuition. That will guide you away from that fire signs. It will guide you away. Because now you're looking at the emperor. All right, the emperor's making a decision from his goat head. His goat head, sorry. I was distracted. Yeah, maybe you do deliveries. I was distracted again. Deliveries. Maybe fire signs. You look at maybe a healthy stability by mastering the skills in you that's natural. Mastering all four kings of the earth to allow your work to be flowing efficiently. Maybe you're seeking a order, a real good order in your life. Okay, you're bringing responsibility, accountability. Maybe you're appreciating the rules of society that allows you to smooth and have a peaceful life. I can see a peaceful life coming your way. The Emperor, man. Maybe you've got all four cosmos within yourself. Because now I can see maybe you feel very open when it comes to the heart chakra. Maybe you're looking at the connections to the divine or your higher self. Maybe look at the newness or the innocence of maybe a Queen of Swords. Maybe your decisions in the past, it was around a few inexperienced people. Maybe you've learned it. You've hammered it. You've passed it. Making more healthy decisions, maybe. Because now you're looking at the self-mastery. Maybe looking at your spiritual leadership when it comes to your crown chakra. Because you're crowned. Maybe look at initiations. Maybe before you was in stagnation due to rules and regulations when it comes to your decisions. Because maybe looking at capitalism or maybe society's structure. Maybe you took time to maybe learn or question about obligations, about moving with the times of society. Maybe looking more at like foreign policies, foreign regulations. Maybe looking more at more sustainability to bring in maybe a smoothness when it comes to work again. Maybe you're a workaholic. This is the pre-emperor. Maybe you've been really busy working on your work, fire signs, or maybe you're thinking about King of Pentacles, or you're thinking about Aries person. When it comes to maybe in the past, someone was a bit headstrong, impatient, maybe a bit quick-tempered. Maybe look at your actions from the past when it comes to maybe overly ambitious, or around overly ambitious person that were a bit too competitive. Maybe look at your leadership roles with more self-assurance. Because now you know you don't have to be naive because you're using your intuition, you're trusting your intuition. Maybe your society's structure, your beliefs and your past kept you back. Because some people, they will say, don't listen to your dreams or don't listen to your intuition. It's from the duppy, blah, blah, whatever. When you're a good person, man, you trust your intuition, your own inner self. Maybe a little bit frustrated because maybe it was around pessimistic people or misery people that like to do holding, or you've done good clearance because sometimes King of Pentacles, they tend to hold on to clutter. Maybe look at maybe a political debate at work when it comes to a team. But you're very ambitious though, fire signs. Maybe you're a farmer or an architect, or maybe you're an artist or a gardener, or building something, a good creative, something creative coming out. Maybe you're working with the King of Pentacles. Maybe you're working with the King of Pentacles, or you're working on your security from your sustainability. Maybe you feel more grounded, more secure, more abundant. Maybe you are thinking about working with a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, he's all about the money. He's all about sustainability. He's all about maybe the battles of maybe enjoying a financial adventure. But sometimes King of Pentacles, they need to see tangible goods. You've got to start using your intuition. Because even if you've done investments, you still need to look at the whole structure of the supply chain. You can't just look at, if I had done materials, I got it from one place, but that one place, it had a whole different makeup structures to build that one material. And it could come from China, it could come from Japan, it could come from America, it could come from England. And England might have like local political debate about tariffs, about maybe free trade. I think that's such a con, free trade, but whatever. You have to look at the whole supply chain. The whole supply chain. Because everything is connected. Just like humans, we're connected. Just like resources, they're all connected on one supply chain. Maybe this might be a business situation you're thinking of. Oh, thinking. Maybe this is a business thing you're thinking of, fire signs. Yeah, maybe in your thoughts, because there's a battle. Maybe you feel there's a battle, man, when it comes to the Queen of Swords. Or a split decision when it comes to a difficulty that's coming to calmer waters. Maybe with a Queen of Swords and a King of Pentacles. Maybe you have a split loyalty between a King of Pentacles and you're thinking about Queen of Swords. When it comes to collaboration, teamwork. Thinking, you're in the cousin of death. Use your intuition. Because it seems to be a difficult thought of a decision to make. It feels like it's very difficult to face. Maybe you're taking time to regroup or meditate, but use your intuition, hold on to the truth. It seems like you've got a sovereign as the emperor, the pre-emperor, grounded, secure, abundant, grounded. So it's centered, recharging. Maybe your home is your charger. Maybe you're recharging for your spiritual strength to solve a problem. Because someone's ignoring a problem that won't go away. Because someone's not seeing the problem. So maybe someone doesn't want to acknowledge the problem. Maybe this King of Pentacles don't want to acknowledge the problem. You thought the difficulty would go away, but it's not. It's not going nowhere. Shelter, strength, foundation, the root of someone's pathway to wisdom for abundance, security. Maybe looking at cloths. A lot of cloth here. Maybe you're working as a fabric person. Maybe you're selling clothes. It's a lot of, yeah, you're looking at an alchemist. Maybe you're focused on a vision and you're thinking of taking action. Maybe you're walking with the King of Pentacles, grounded, abundant, but someone's thinking about Queen of Swords. When it comes to the mind of healing, love, harmony, after a difficulty decision in the past, maybe someone's come to calmer waters. That's what they're thinking. But the difficulty was maybe someone was envious and bitter. Your ex you were working with at work bring difficulties. Someone's mind comes to calmer waters. Maybe you want to build bridges, or you see a plan of a temple shining, soul and the moon, the soul and the moon, the soul, the moon and the soul, connected, masculine, feminine. Okay, let's see. You're very focused on the creation when it comes to abundance and success. Maybe you've got the hand of truth, of the hand of creation, and you understand the heart has to be open. It can't be blocked with money. You have to use your intuition to flow the money to you, to flow the money to you. It comes from the heart, the seat of the soul. But you have to water it with emotions. Maybe you think this person is very intuitive to see someone put pills in your drink, that creation of truth. Illuminating the mind. When it comes to actions, ability to allow the universe to co-create within yourself. Someone's very focused. You could have like a beard, a moustache. Sometimes you have no beard, moustache. Sometimes you do. Maybe someone else has a beard and moustache. Someone's mind feels like it needs to heal from a decision. Come to calmer waters. The mind come to calmer waters. Creative idea. Maybe you feel very enthusiastic about a creative idea. Maybe you're in the energy of a new creation and you're focused on it. It is time for you to put your thoughts into action, because you seem like you're well prepared, and what's keeping you stuck, stagnation, is maybe thoughts from the past. Maybe you're trying to make a decision of how to work on taking the next step to maybe Queen of Swords. Because in the past, somebody jumped into something they weren't really ready for. Maybe you're looking at sending a message to a Queen of Swords. It could be about a career or a project that you're working on. Maybe you could be looking at a course study that you're interested in. It could be strategic management. It could be maybe creating GOMs. Someone feels sheltered when it comes to their thoughts about stability, creation, to balance, security from sustainability. Maybe you need to look at a sustainability report. Sustainable. to make sure your team is sustainable. It's not just about a business plan. You need a sustainability plan, and you need a business plan, a risk assessment plan, and you need an audited report. And that's going to give you everything you need, maybe more structure to help with your burdens. But you've got to end of the light of the tunnel. Yeah, you've been spiritually guided. Hey, again, I think you're a workaholic, man. Or you're mastering something when it comes to self-mastery, self-craftment. Maybe you're perfecting a skill and you're very focused on it because what's above is below. Maybe you'll learn to do something at your best possible that you can, and you're loving your work. That's probably why you're so damn focused. Maybe you got your back to the Queen of Swords because you're working on a burden. Not a burden, but you're at the end of the tunnel, but you're focused heavily. And you're loving your work, it looks like. Or you're watching this Queen of Swords loving her work. Or the King of Pentacles is watching. Or both of you is watching. Maybe both of you need help. A fire sign and a King of Pentacles. Maybe you're looking at the results of this Queen of Swords. Maybe you thought someone was being lazy about their work. Maybe a Virgo person in the past. At work, someone at work. Not very inspired person. At work. Could be Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn. Not inspired team. Perhaps you were driving yourself too hard, fire signs, seeking like unattainable perfection, and it became maybe with a Taurus person or a team or something committed. Maybe you got a battle with a Leo person. Alright, fire sign. You're working on your wheel of fortune, your destiny. You've maybe learned from your karmic debts. Looks like you've got the scholar within yourself. Maybe look at the initials C or M. Because now you're looking at walking away from people, things, in places, because you're thinking. Maybe you've got a split decision when it comes to an earth sign person. And maybe a Queen of Swords and a King of Pentacles. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe look at a Leo person. Maybe look at your options. You've got lots of tools within yourself. Maybe looking at relocating to a Aquarius person, a healer you held back from. Maybe looking at God's Two of Cups. Got a lot of power. Maybe you got backstabbed in the past. But you got the willpower to start something new that you love, fire signs. Maybe you got a beautiful message from maybe a King of Swords. Yeah, maybe you're thinking about an earth angel or balancing your emotions. Maybe you see the Queen of Swords as your Two of Cups or Queen of Swords. You see this King of Pentacles or maybe Aries person as a Two of Cups, blending the silver and the gold into one to bring about your beautiful creative idea. What's above is below, isn't it? From nothing to something. And that's the truth. All you need is the truth, man. You see, once you bust out the truth, oh my days, you get so much magical goods flowing at you, boy, from the universe. Yeah, oh, someone's heartbroken because someone didn't bring balance, fairness, truth. This is why minds come to calm awards after a conflict with a Leo person about the truth. Maybe someone's looking at a lawsuit, maybe. Fire signs, how long have we been here, babe? Maybe looking at fast messages. Messages about mastering the self-mastery. Because now you're looking at maybe the fire of the self. Maybe looking at a new lifestyle. Maybe looking at maybe events set in motion or moving very fast. Maybe you're looking because you're letting go of the burden. Look, it's on your back, and now shoo, 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 it's gone. Self mastery, independent, self sufficient. 8 and 1. You're very self sufficient, and that's bringing about independence. You could be a writer, but be careful. Someone's nibbling at your work, your resources. You could be writing a book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Whoa, 8 books. Maybe you could be a writer, a director, and a fashion person. Fabrics, trading, stock market, gold, fabric, books. You got a lot, man. That's probably why you're so busy. You're leaving your legacy, though. A very, very big one. Because now we're looking at events or actions that were stored, perhaps due to outside interference with a Sagittarius person at work. It was a burden. So now maybe events or actions are maybe moving now, and you got rid of interference by walking away from maybe a Sagittarius person, a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands. Maybe you got a different perspective about Queen of Wands, or you're thinking of Aquarius person, a little bit frisky with the mouth. But you got to get rid of the Queen of Wands, man, in that energy. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. She's probably a pushy, over demanding, bearing person. Don't listen to no one but her own self because you think she knows it all. Okay, then let's put your theory to the test now, I guess. Everybody likes to know that they know it all until the theory. You see, everyone thinks they know practical. All right? Everyone's very good at throwing out practicalities. Okay, let's look at your theory. No, it's a theory, isn't it? All right, no, that's it. Sorry, wrong way round. Wrong way round. Everybody likes to look at the theory, isn't it? Throw out the theory. The good words, the good words, the good words. Are you practical? Clearly not. Clearly not. Someone's not being practical. Someone's being overbearing, over demanding person. Maybe looking at switching, a split decision, split loyalty. There seems to be a split loyalty. Maybe when it comes to 2 women, maybe. It could be a earth sign person and a fire sign woman. Earth sign woman and an earth and a fire sign woman. 2 different women, maybe. Someone's looking at someone's skills. Maybe this King of Pentacles. He's a businessman. He's probably more looking at a business structure. He probably wants to look at strategic manager, a very creative one. Strategic, creative manager. That's what you're probably looking at. Because if you've got intellect and creativity, plans will come into creation. That's probably what this person is thinking of. Here's my other deck. Maybe you're looking at someone's passion has been quietly contained, but ready to burst out because they enjoy their work. Maybe you're seeking an outlet for maybe someone strategically creative. They have the energy for new projects or for helping a burden. Someone's probably excited about undertaking when it comes to someone's skills, mastery. Maybe you're looking at maybe the public admiration as a result of your skills and your brilliant personality. Because even though you might have maybe a strategic manager, you still need to have the personality. Maybe they like this person's skills and personality, and maybe they was around 2 other women. They were ego, And all that desired for was advancement through social climbing and more like fishing for compliments, pushy, over demanding, bully people. And maybe the ego got in the way. Someone's looking at new love, maybe. Fire signs. I've been here ages, haven't I? Fire signs, alright. Fire signs, you're past. Memories. Blending. Looking at your options. Maybe you're committed to a lot of things. And now maybe you're passionate. Or maybe looking at a decision about being a player is not helping you. Maybe you're thinking about that decision when it came to working with a Queen of Swords. You went in with more player promiscuity and she ain't having that. No way. And that's why you thought she's not running after me last time, she won't. Maybe looking at a pathway to go towards a Queen of Swords. Maybe looking at maybe the truth, your own inner truth. Maybe looking at maybe the connection to maybe spiritual connection. Maybe look at the newness, the innocence. Maybe it's working with people in your pathway that was inexperienced. Because even though, right, there's dark, the light there, and there's a little shade there, do you know, it's still in the same line. So perfect. Look at that. I love the card sometimes. The connection is just so crazy. Oh, maybe you're looking at your decision about maybe you love this Queen of Swords. Maybe you're making an engagement ring for this Queen of Swords. So I see marriage on the cards. Oh, fire signs. Maybe for this woman's a good business deal, but it looks like behind this cup of love, someone made a very bad decision. Maybe somebody's living with a Queen of Pentacles, or you feel this Queen of Swords is your business partner. Perfect. A perfect business partner. Reliable. They can hold down a legacy, inheritance, gifts. Very self-sufficient when it comes to work. And very creative. Maybe that's your wish fulfillment when it comes to your options. Maybe you're looking at this as a fortunate position, but you walked away. A King of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, you missed opportunity, did you? Never mind, Leo. Maybe looking at a curious person as maybe an alchemist. Maybe looking at happy times, heartbroken. Maybe trying to kill this heartbreak. Queen of Swords. Maybe you're thinking about an Aries person, a King of Wands, or you're thinking about a King of Pentacles. Lying. Oh, lying, my darling. Someone's coming in the pathway to learn. Oh, they're lying, are they? Oh, Queen of Swords is a burden now for you lot. Because she'll say, I'll be by myself. You want to keep lying? Because I don't need no one. I'm a higher priestess. I know what's going on. I saw exactly what's going on. And that's why it's a burden coming forward. Because in the past, someone was promiscuous, came there and said lots of lies to the Queen of Swords. So because of that past, it's a burden going back to this very independent, self-sufficient person. Because now I want to work with the person. What a turnaround, fire signs. What a turnaround. Because in the past, you went for a pathway. Oh, yes, that decision. Waiting on results. Were we making your choices? Oh, travel plans, where ya? Now maybe you got your godhead on. Maybe there's a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you feel you lied about this Queen of Pentacles. And if you don't come with the fucking truth, you're outside, my friend. And now you feel, I lied to someone that has the same mental as me, same business as me, same self-mastery as focus as me, loves working, speed. Oh shit, I left it behind. I found the perfect soulmate. King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles. And now, in the past, I made a booba, didn't I? I went for a pathway And I went and found this woman and I fucking lied and acted like you were some form of fucking friend, but you was manipulating, weren't you? What can we say, fire signs? Never mind. Somebody needs to learn to tell the truth. Someone lacks their responsibility, I guess. Now you're seeing maybe a decision between two women. Now you're looking at King of Pentacles. A split decision. Why are you not lying about the Queen of Swords? And now you lot have a burden now because you lot lied and you're listening to a Queen of Wands. Maybe you listened to this King of Pentacles and took advice about the Queen of Wands. Now people are thinking about this pathway. We lied to this Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords saw everything. Now how can we go back and face the shame of the lame of your shitty game? King of Pentacles. Oh, thinking about the Queen of Swords. How about that, my friends? Oh, about a very good perspective when it comes to maybe prosperity. Oh, now you lot's fucking pocket is hurting. Now you see a major opportunity when it comes to resources. A very resourceful person, very self-sufficient, very independent, with the potential of prosperity. Oh, so now your pockets are fucked up. You will come see a Queen of Swords. What can we say? Naughty, naughty. The truth, or nothing but the truth, you can say the fuck outside. Because she can do her own. And now you lot are shitting scared. So now you're looking at maybe somebody was undervaluing. Oh, yeah. And now they're squaring up their opportunities, squares, when it comes to maybe the Queen of Swords. Because now maybe someone missed an opportunity now because they didn't recognize something that had true value. Oh, they went for the ego women in an earth sign person. Oh, King of Wands. There you go. Oh, King of Wands, what a bloody choice you made when you had a choice of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 women. And guess what? The last one standing was who? King, Queen of Wands, King, Queen of Swords. And King and Queen of Pentacles. But somebody lied, didn't they? That they were single and tried to manipulate a Queen of Swords by betrayal. Aquarius woman, or maybe a masculine Gemini person. So now someone is now looking at a burden they're carrying. They think they're seeing the end of the light of the tunnel. That's what they think. Because now you're seeing maybe somebody is now feeling flat out because there was a con, wasn't there? Now your money pockets fucked up. There was a con and a gossip about Queen of Swords. Someone manipulated. Maybe listen to a Queen of Wands. Or maybe a Queen of Pentacles. Because you lot were too busy getting your dick sucked. Promiscuity. Now you see adventure. Boring now, isn't it? Now you realise that you're around a bunch of unstable, touchy, sulky, egoistic, materialistic women. Now you're moody in your thoughts about speed changes when it comes to Queen of Swords. Never mind. There you go, lying. So when you lie, something always comes back to bite you in the future, doesn't it? What you do in your past comes to your future. Maybe someone's looking at the work of the Queen of Swords being very analytical and very dedicated, because now you're looking at a solid offer. Someone's seeing potentials. Oh boy, someone's too self-sufficient. Too self-sufficient and too dependent when it comes to their work, that they create their own generational wealth. Now someone is really pissed because someone undervalued someone, didn't they? Because they looked at a different opportunity, didn't they? Fire signs. Maybe Leo person's thinking very hard about his emotions from his past. Player. Moving out of the Chariot, maybe. Looking at other options. Manipulation. King of Wands, boy. Thinking about power couple, are you? Oh, but you betrayed your soulmate. Isn't it weird? Holding back, controlling the truth, the plans, the structure, the gifted one, the inheritance, the legacy. If somebody wants to go and play with maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, or a bunch of egoistic women that was just as fiery and sexual as you. So now we're seeing maybe speed changes now because someone's in the Three of Pentacles. Having a good skill in something that's given pleasure and satisfaction to a Queen of Swords, and someone lied and done betrayed and done stab in the back for maybe 10 years, maybe 7 before that, and now maybe 4 thinking. So now 7, you lied for 7 years, and then you sat there and thought for 7 plus 4 equals, because you can't count, obviously not, 11 years maybe for some. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because you can't fucking count, obviously. So now you're looking at maybe, that's a whole fucking decade, baby. So now we're looking at maybe the Three of Pentacles. When it comes to maybe working hard on the mastery and something you did not care about. And now you've got a Tower moment. Oh, your fake foundation with your Queen of Pentacles, Genevieve Magi, in your house. Never mind, darling. Never mind. Tower moment. Tower moment. A ruin. Imagine you wanting to ruin a Queen of Pentacles, and in the end, Tower moment. You thought you were better than me with your Queen of Pentacles, but Queen of Pentacles had other ideas for you, my darling. They were planting a fake motherfucking foundation for you. Never mind. Maybe Virgo went in and saw the truth because you couldn't fucking be bothered. So now maybe someone's pursuing a skill for all the fucking wrong reasons. Promiscuity. Oh, you're good at shagging. I'll give you a fucking job. There you go, Shaggy Bell. Maybe looking at the counterpart now in who? A Queen of Swords. Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.